In the tarot, there is one card called the Tower, and in the iconography of this card, there is a tall tower, and flames are coming out of the windows and the doors, and a person is falling down from this tower. Now, what this represents is the energy of destruction, which comes into our lives throughout our lives. When you look at the tower itself, you can think of it as a mental prison that we create. And we often become very comfortable in our towers. Working with people, sometimes when I start to poke at their towers, they either stop treatment or they get really upset. Because even though it's not working, it's what they've known. And so there's moments in your life where you're going to fall out of your tower and you can take it as something negative. This isn't fair. Why does life always do this to me? Or you can move into a place of this experience that I was in is no longer serving me. And I need to move into my next phase in order to experience the life that I deeply long for, to experience the freedom that I deeply long for. Because in those towers, you really don't have freedom. And I see this a lot working with people where they recognize where their life is hurting. And it's very hard to stop these behaviors, to stop these habitual reactions. So when you find your life in a period of destruction, take a breath. Don't move into the worries for the future, because without this mental prison that's kept you down, you will experience a future that you can't really imagine at this time. And so that's where living with faith becomes really helpful. And that can be faith in whatever you believe in. It doesn't have to be anything in particular, but that's where we really grow our faith, because we often say that we have faith, but we often don't. Because whenever life gets tricky, we try to single handedly control it. And what I've noticed is that oftentimes when we try to control our life, the life that we end up with is not the life that we long for. So relax when you find yourself in a tower moment and just focus on taking care of yourself, grieving the past, because of course change is hard. And all towers aren't totally negative. There might have been aspects that were helpful, but recognizing that this just means that I'm ready to move to my next phase.